This is Mystical Ninja, starring Goemon bosses for the N64, and I'm going to say this beforehand, if you plan on playing this, play on the actual N64. I used to own it on the N64, but my N64 was stolen, so this is emulated. Emulators play this game terrible. 3 different plugins to actually get certain battles to work, and the final one doesn't run for shit, it's laggy as hell. So the final part's going to make me a sad panda. Pretty much the audio, the reason it sounds so weird is the fact that I was recording with snagging it from my speakers. So technically you got a deal. Pretty much the first boss is easy. All I gotta keep doing is hitting them in a little red crystal and then constantly jump over the little yellow lasers, which are more detailed than that, but that is the crappy emulator. And I do gotta say though, this is definitely a game worth buying, at least in my opinion. Then again, if you don't have an N64, you're shit out of luck. This is not on the Virtual Console, at least not of now, and I don't know if it's going to be. Virtual Console meaning Wii. Pretty much, you just keep constantly doing the same thing until it finally decides to die for good. I don't see why you can't fight the whole body. Because while you're progressing through the first area, you do see other parts of it, meaning that this thing is a giant robot. And I got hit. But either way, it would probably have been more epic to actually include the whole fight, which they never did, so yeah. I mean, you do fight robots in this, you fight a lot. You should die in one more explosion. But yeah, I used to own a lot of N64 games, but they were stolen. And if I do future N64 game boss runs, you're going to have to deal with the quality, because this is the best as they're going to get. Well, at least until I get a new N64, hopefully. And he's dead! That is the first boss. Moving on to the second, I do not know if this is going to lag on YouTube. But a long time ago when I did a walkthrough on this, or we started and didn't finish it, it kind of did, but let's see. Boss number 2. Wartime Kabuki robot, Kashiwagi? Anyways, this is the first Impact battle of the game. Impact is your giant robot. Yes, there are robot fights, if you want to call it that. This fight's incredibly easy as long as you know the controls and what you're doing. Because hold on. It doesn't exactly tell you how to use the beam and etc. in the continuous punch, like that. And yes, those little black blockies are glitching because of the emulator. But pretty much, if you want to know how to do the continuous punch or the hyper beam, go look it up yourself. Or ask me. You can't do the beam anyways, so the little bars fall in the middle. And yes, you can catch him before he flies off, but no, I failed. Giant umbrella! Well, they look like giant umbrellas. Don't get me wrong. Was I just punching him in the crotch? Who cares? These boss fights are actually really fun. I don't know if it looks it to you or not, but in my opinion, these are the fun parts of the game. You only got a few, which is sad. There's 2 Goemon games for the N64 that have these robot fights. There's also Goemon games for Super NES and NES, right? I'm just gonna say something. Nintendo, if you're watching, correct me. Because I know for a fact you've played these. At least I'm pretty sure you have. Yes, I just gave a shout out to Nintendo. If anyone knows who that is. Anyways, let's fire the beam. And yes, it does a lot of damage, and, well, he's dead. He should be dead, he's dead. Okay, let's party. Impact boss fight number 1 is done. And that crappy explosion was because of the plugin I'm using. Like I said, if you're going to play this game, go play it on the actual N64 like I used to. It is much better on the N64. Emulation sucks for N64 games. I'm standing by that fact now. I'm amazed that I actually beat both of the games I did. Well, boss number 3 is an extremely easy one. Mind control machine. Why is it a mind control machine? Because it took over the dragon's brain. Pretty much, you wait till it stops doing that, then you just go over and hit it. You constantly repeat. If you fall off the dragon, you can redo the battle, but I remember the first time I did this, I did fall off the dragon, sadly. Because if you jump, sometimes the air pushes you. It sucks. It all depends on what direction it's facing. I mean, what direction it's tilting. This game does have a few hard bosses, at least. I'm pretty sure it does. Especially that ghost robot to kick my ass. I don't know what my problem is, but there's a certain boss in this game that really hurts me. Also, when you're doing the impact fights, you really want to make sure you could stop the others during their super attack, or you're going to end up getting killed. Or just severely injured, because they are incredibly powerful. And that's it. It's dead. Dragon go boom. Well, dragon go down. Boss number 4. Now this is where the emulator's glitching. Look at the floor. It's black. This is the surrender robot, Darumanyo. Did I say that wrong? Probably. Who cares? I didn't take lessons in this today. I love the music in this fight. Anyways, as long as you know what you're doing, this boss is incredibly, well, kind of easy. First off, you want to use the camera, which will reveal his heart for the rest of the battle, so after he's done attacking, you can attack his heart. Switch back to Goemon. At least that's what I prefer. To avoid the missiles, obviously you keep running around the stage. If you stop, it will probably hit you. This fight actually goes on for quite some time. It's not exactly the fact that it's hard, it's just a long fight. And if you're stupid enough to get close to him when he's doing that swipe, it can actually hit you from behind. At least it did to me once in this fight, I think. Remember, play this game on the actual N64 and there will be no graphical errors. The only reason I'm doing this, even though there's graphic errors, is because this is one of my number 10 in my top 10 countdowns of an N64 game. This game kicks ass. Yes, it's in my top 10 countdown for people who haven't seen it. I have no clue what made me buy this game as a kid. I had both of them too. I just randomly got them as a present. See, it hit me! How did that hit me? Anyways, the fight's almost over. After you keep circling this freak, he will fall in possibly one more hit. Waboom! He didn't die. I was wrong. Ow! Okay, he's dead now. The next boss. The next boss is a total pain in the ass. At least it is for me, for one reason. The hit detection does not like me. The ghost robot, Tsurami. Anyways, the hit detection on the discs you're supposed to hit back to always end up fucking up on me. This fight hurts me bad. Pretty much what you want to do is obviously keep running in a circle. Well, whatever you want to call it. Wait till he starts throwing the discs. You cannot hit the blue ones back, only the red ones. Now see, it went pretty smooth there. I didn't even get hit. You'll see what I mean as the fight progresses. Like right there, I got hit. If someone could possibly record this game, I want to see someone get a perfect on this thing without getting touched. Oh, trust me, his changes, so don't think this is the entire fight. You see what I mean? I don't even know what that does when he hovers over to you. I've beat this game about 10 times and I've never understood why he does that. It still hit me. That's what I don't like. Even if you hit it back, it can hit you. And you just keep running and running, and I've run so far away. I just ran. I ran all night and day. Couldn't get away. This is phase 2. There are 3 phases to the fight. Oh, and just to let people know, this entire fight is not in part 1. The rest of this fight is in part 2. You're gonna have to wait to part 2 to find out, do I beat him or die? Obviously, I beat him. While taking hits every 5 seconds, which is really annoying. Jackie Chan! Well, at least... Actually, did that just not hit him? That is bull. Well, you'll see the continuation of this fight in part 2.